and Jonathan Jackson, spoken word.
This poem is called 2 for 1.
We really hope that you enjoy it.
There are 6,000 people in this audience. 67 students performing, 13 people who've been backstage since morning, and 2 microphones. One of which has me behind it. That means that with 13 different speakers pointing in 3 different directions for the next 6 minutes and 42 seconds, I am in control. Now that's a lot of numbers for someone who has yet to set foot in the math department. But because when placed on a scale determining power and influence, the attendance of this event is a perfect 10, it's understandable why I'm a little tense. But also understandable why I'm gonna stretch out this next 6 minutes and 32 seconds. You see, most people don't have the opportunity to see how powerful their words are. And although I don't think that any of your past will be inherently altered by this poem, as current parents or ex-girlfriends will be happy to tell you, I am not always right. And try as I might, I cannot quite tell which of my words will weigh most when they fall upon your ears. Like when I casually mention one of your fears, or the name of the person that's been causing your tears, or something I find funny about something you hold dear, my mouth is at the wheel and I cannot quite steer clear of saying something I wish I hadn't. Verbal mistakes, they've been known to happen. But that doesn't mean that caution is already in the wind. Because when we look over our shoulder at history, what we see in bold black print are men, women, leaders, standing on a stage not much different from this one, in front of a crowd like you. How did they get there? What tool did they use to unlock their fate? The position they gained, be it terrible or great. How did they get there? Words. Words are powerful, and words are dangerous. But even knowing that, I still think that people should be able to say what they want within the bounds of reason because...
Mama always told me that no matter where I find myself, be myself. Now that's always easy when you're a kid, but with age comes social influence, and somewhere in that maze, I got lost. I was trapped in the thoughts of discovering who I was and who I want to be, and if those two men would ever match up. Well, in order to discover me, I had to back up until I came across the most important realization of my life. I am freedom, and I feel free. Free to run instead of walk, but only when I'm not by the pool, apparently. I'm free to speak as I please, and while some people beg me, please don't speak, I do anyway because I'm free. Constitutional. And in a Declaration of Independence type of way, I'm free to breathe and simply be. I like that. I'm free from tyranny. The only person who can really tell me what to do is my mother and the good Lord above her. And he pushed me to discover the him in me. And together we discovered this odd flow in me that comes out in the form of poetry. And this frees me. Constitutional. You see, my code of ethics is my 10 commandments. It's my silence do-good letters with an encoded message to always be true to me. And for that to happen, I must always be true to you. I hold the Bible because I'm able to under the red, white, and blue. And no matter what I do or what stands as my truth, I know that I will always love you like Whitney Houston used to. And despite our differences in lifestyles, I hope that you can too. Because I am freedom. And so are you. And I swear to remain brave in our home. This land is your land, this land is my land, and we promise that you will never stand alone because although I stand up here on my own, together we are free in my freedom to speak. And even if you don't preach poetry, I plead that you speak with me because they say 2 voices are more powerful than one.
It's what gives heavenly choirs their wings.
Cheerleaders the power to be seen.
And crowds the reason to scream. Personally, I get nervous when I speak alone.
And that's why I practice in the mirror when I'm on my own.
Sometimes even stuttering when I pick up the phone. Hello? But together we are strong like fingers in a fist, like layer after layer
of mortar
and brick. They say 2 voices are more powerful than one. Unless I choose to speak as I please.
Unless I choose to speak only for
me. I'm the one they came to see. I'm the one that's supposed to be in front of them. Listen, do you hear that? My voice rings strong, and I hear no
objections. I am the teacher, and this is the lesson. My voice is greater and all others are less than. Therefore, no one should speak for me but me. And I don't need to speak with or for anyone else.
Can pretty much have a dialogue just by myself. What you kind of self-important. I want to keep it short. What I want to say, what I want to say. Listen, I don't care as long as you do not talk. It's all just noise. They say two voices are more powerful
Than one.
but they need to be in sync.
A single voice is important because it starts the conversation.
But if you want to be heard by the people of a nation,
You need to speak for them.
so they have the motivation to speak up too. And if you want them to speak up, you must not talk down. Because to truly speak to someone, you must use more than your mouth.
So speak from your heart, and I'll tell you how it sounds.
They say two voices are more powerful than one. And we hold this truth to be self-evident.
In the 56 signatures that co-signed this declaration. That's why the Bill of Rights gives me a tingling sensation, because it cemented the foundation that began this nation.
And as a poet, I do my best to put my voice on everything. From what I feel to what I see. And it seems to me that I would attempt to do this whether I was protected or not. But I am. And I don't wear this armor lightly. So thank you to those who give us the power to speak. They say two voices are more powerful
than one. And they are not wrong.
But for that to be true, we need to be saying the same thing.
And for that to be true, we both have to be listening.
And for that to be true, we have to understand that we are on equal footing.
And all of these things are true. So you listen to me.
And I'll listen to you. So, there's a goal that you're trying to get to.
Come talk to me because
our two voices are more powerful as one. Thank you.
That was awesome, guys. Give it up one more time. That was so legit.
Wow.
That was awesome. That was amazing. I'm in awe. I can't do that.
That was amazing. Welcome back to the SMU Boulevard Block Party. You know, students play an important role at SMU. So we wanted to bring back, keeping with the theme of today, the student trustee